Hey everyone, hi, how are you today? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a great day. I'm back. I feel like I have been filming in nothing but this gray sweater because I've been doing a lot of videos concurrently. So I promise I don't wear the same thing every day. I feel like that might be how it seems because of how many videos are in this series, but this is the last video of the lipstick decluttering or the lip product decluttering. So yay, if you watched every single one, leave me a little lipstick emoji or a little kiss emoji or something along those lines to show me that you've watched everyone, because I want to know. I would just love to know if that's the case, because I put a lot of work into this, not only for myself, but in filming it, it takes a little bit longer to kind of go through the process. So anyway, I'm done chatting about random stuff. Let's get into it. Oh, before I do, by the way, if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Em and you're watching Makeupry. If you are new here, please be sure to but please do click that subscribe button. That way you can come back and hang out again with me in the future. That would be so rad. And I would be so grateful. Let's get into the rest of my lip products. Now we're into reds. So quick disclaimer, I just finally learned of a little trick that I wish I had known as I was swatching through a lot of this stuff earlier. I shaved my arm and I'm going to apply a tape over the top of it so that way I can protect my skin from being stained, because we all know red lipsticks can be a you-know-what to get off. So if you see that, that will be why. Alright, let's get into the drawer. Alright, my arm looks a little weird with this tape on. This is not the best tape, not the one that I would prefer to use, but it's the only tape I've got, which is just your typical packing tape. So I'm gonna make this work. It's just a little awkward, so yeah, look at that. It looks so weird. Anywho, let's zoom in a little. Alright, so all of these lip products are either lip pencils, lip crayons, just random non-lipstick, non-liquid lipstick things. So let's get right into it. So the first thing here is the Sephora Lip Liner. This one is called Red because that's unique and like super inspiring. Okay, so I can already tell that this is going to be tough to kind of swatch on because it's not giving me the right texture. Ugh, I didn't want to stain my hands red, but at least I can see the color. So this lip liner I actually have used recently and I really like it. So I am going to keep that. Moving on, here is another lip liner. This one is from Illamasqua. It's called Lust. This one is a little bit more of a blue tone than the other one. It's really nice. It's like it kind of reminds me of MAC Cherry. You know what? I'm not going to deal with that on my hand here. Here, I'll show you. There we go. And I really enjoy using that, so I'll keep it. Right, next up is this Bite Beauty lip crayon, and this one's called Licorice. I've only used this once, I think. I don't know that this necessarily reminds me of licorice, but it is a beautiful burgundy, and I'm living for it. I don't know why I haven't used this much. It's super pretty. On that same token, I have a Maybelline Superstay ink crayon. This one I actually used in a video recently, and this one is called Settle for More. I used this in my 1921 versus 2021 makeup look. These two are very similar, but this one has a little bit more of like a blue to it. Anyway, I'm keeping both because I like them. There's not a lot in here that I foresee myself decluttering. Although I am going to declutter this one, and I'll show you why. I'm not even going to try to open this to show you why, but you can see that that's supposed to be red. That is not red. That is a nasty white. I'm not sure if that's mold, but whatever the heck that is, it's not going anywhere near my lips. So that's being decluttered. That's nasty. Here is a NYX lip liner. This one is called Pumpkin. This one's kind of a fun color. I haven't used this in a while, but I remember when I bought it, I was super excited. It has a bit of a sheen and shimmer to it, which I usually don't like for lip liner, but if I'm using this as a solid color, it's really neat. So it's a little bit more of like an orangey red, but it has a gold sheen to it, which is really unique and pretty. And this is just a really nice shade, and I've used this a handful of times, and I really like how this looks on the lips, so I'm going to keep that. Next up is this Besame Lip Liner. This one is from the Love Lucy collection. I think this is just called Lucy's Red or something like that. Now this liner is a very, very cool tone blue red, and it's really pretty. And I don't really have a color that's quite on the same scale of blueness as this one. And it is relatively new to my collection, so of course I'm keeping it. And I do enjoy it. Next I have this e.l.f. Lip Crayon. This one is called Rich Red. It's another kind of bluer tone, but it's also a bright red lip crayon, and this one's really pretty. I haven't worn this in a while. As I said, there's probably not going to be many from this whole little tub here that I declutter, but that is one that I enjoy using. That one's really pretty. This is probably my ride or die lip pencil. It is Cherry from MAC. Alright, I had to sharpen that. And it's just a beautiful red lip liner. It's a classic red. I love it. As I said, it's a classic. You can tell there's a lot of different reds on my hand. Did you ever realize that there were so many different shades of red? I didn't think I ever did. Here is another lip liner here. This one is called Cranberry Cocktail. It is from Jordana, which is a brand that recently just went out of business, which makes me sad because they have the creamiest pencils. And this color here is divinely beautiful. It's so rich and pigmented, and it stays in place. I don't have to worry about it feathering or bleeding out. So I'm keeping this in my collection because it's so good, and I'm sad that they're not around anymore. Can I just cry now? Just seriously cry. Okay, here is another Jordana lip liner. This one is called Sedona Red. Now this one's a retractable one, which isn't bad, but it's not my favorite. I do prefer the kohl pencil form of the liners, but this one's still nice. It's a classic kind of bluer tone, but bright red. I'll keep that as well. Alright, I have this product that I've never opened before. This is a L'Oreal Magic Pigment. So what's really interesting about this is that it's a powder to cream texture, and this is in the shade Red Tape. So I'll open it up for you. So here's what it looks like. I've never played with this before, so I'm actually eager to try it now and see how it fares. So what, you just shake it on your hand? Whoa, hello. Whoa, okay, that's so crazy. Look at that. That powder just melted into like this cream. Look at that. That is so cool. I've never seen anything like that before. I doubt that they still have this, but that's such a beautiful shade. Okay, it's really messy though. I think it needs to be something applied with a brush or something like that, but that's really cool. I've never seen anything like that before. Have you? I will note that it does stain, so maybe I should not have applied it to my hand. Whoa, okay. Dang it. And this is what I was trying to avoid with the tape, because with the tape, at least I can wipe it off. Okay, I am going to keep this because this is the first time I've ever used it, and I want to get some more use out of it because it's such a unique product. I've never seen anything like it before, so that's really cool. It's like magic. They call it a magic pigment. I get why. Alright, moving along. I have this L'Oreal Infallible Lip Cream. This one is called Aphrodite Kiss. It's really pretty. It kind of pulls off pink here, but it definitely has a very red vibe. It's kind of more of like a pinky red, but I put it in my red drawer because it's not quite a pink, even though it kind of pulls off as pink. But I'm definitely keeping that because it's such a lovely shade. Right, next I have this Prestige Vinyl Wear Lip Gloss. This one is called Spark. This is kind of interesting. I haven't played with this one in a while. Like a deep berry tone almost, and it has a little bit of a gold sparkle to it. Yeah, it picks up. Of course, my arm is kind of puckering there. That looks really funny. I haven't worn this in forever, so I'll try this again. I'm not sure if I will grab for it much, but now I'm seeing it in my collection, I'm going to make an effort to try using it, and if I don't, then I know what to do with it. I have this here, and it's from Trust Fund Beauty. This is a lip gloss, a Lipgasm lip gloss called Evil Genius. It's still brand new in shrink wrap, and I already know I'm probably not going to get to it. I'm going to put this in a future giveaway since I'm pretty sure I won't get around to using it, and I would love for someone else to get some use from it. Alrighty, I have this one here from Be a Bombshell. It is called Hot Mess. This is this a gloss? Yeah, this is a lip gloss. And it's kind of hard to find a really nice and pretty red toned lip gloss. Usually you find them in clear, you can find, I don't know, you just find them in different shades, but this one is a really pretty red. I've enjoyed wearing it. It's nice and sheer when you want it to be, or you can build it up, and it's just a nice formula, so I'm definitely keeping that. I have another lip gloss here, and this one is from NYC. This is called Chinatown Cherry, and it smells amazingly fruity. It's also very pretty. It's not super pigmented, but that's fine. It's a gloss, so you don't need it to be, but I really like that color. That's pretty. I'm going to make a concerted effort to try wearing that as well. And then finally, out of this collection, I have my Covergirl Lip Lava. Now in some of the other videos, I pretty much went through and explained that I have most of the Lip Lava collection. And the reason why I have them all is because I bought one, played around with it, and fell in love. And then I had to have them all. And I'm glad that I did, because look at this. It is metallic, it is glittery, it is everything I want in a beautiful red lip color. And all of the other colors I have are just spectacular. So of course I'm keeping this. I probably will never get rid of it because it's so pretty. But yeah, that's it. Alright, so I'm keeping 16 items and decluttering 1. Alright, next up are my lipsticks. I do have a good feeling that I'll be decluttering at least a few from this collection. Hopefully it won't be spilling over anymore. So right away I have this brand new Illamasqua lipstick. This one is called Midnight. I really like Illamasqua's formula, so I need to take this out, and I am going to keep it because look at that red. It is a beautiful red. I know I don't need any more reds, but I do like Illamasqua. That's a pretty kind of bluer toned red. Keep. Right, next up is this NYX lipstick. This one is called Perfect Red. This was another favorite of mine for a really long time because it's more on the matte side, and it just has a really nice creamy consistency. It looks beautiful on my lips. When I'm tan or when I'm pale, it fits my skin tone no matter what. So I'm keeping that. Alright, next up is this Urban Decay lipstick collection called Spiderweb. It's the collaboration they had with Gwen Stefani. Wow, look at that. It's so pretty. They're so similar, I know. I really don't need that many reds, but this one was such a pretty color and I want to keep it. It's kind of a keepsake item, so I'm going to keep that. I enjoy it. Yeah, enough said. Alright, next up is this Maybelline lipstick here called Copper Rose, and it's a metallic shade. It is not swatching very well, is it? Alright, let's see. I'm going to swatch it on some tissue here. I just don't want to get it all over my hands. That is a really pretty color. Let's see. Yeah. Again, I don't really like metallic colors, and let me just look at this one more time. I don't know if I've given this a fair shake, if I were to be honest, so I'm going to give it a fair shake and see if I like it. Odds are I probably won't, but I want to try it nonetheless because I did buy this and I don't recall ever really using it, so I should give it a shake, right? Right? Anyway, keep for now. This one here is a Max Factor lipstick called Ms. Right Now. This one is really old. It was a gift from a friend and it got a lot of love. I am going to declutter this because of how old it is. Yeah, I should get rid of it for that reason because it's old. It's just very old. Alright, this one is a Milani lipstick here. It is called Berry Rich. This one is a truly beautiful rich shade. Very blue toned, but oh, look at that color. Keeping. Alright, next is this Tinted Lip Balm. This is from Kylan. I remember really enjoying this when I first got it. It was an Ipsy bag thing, but looking at it now, it's just kind of awkward. It's bulky and it's a balm that looks pretty dried up. I'm going to toss this out because it's just old and I haven't used it in at least a few years, so I'm going to say goodbye. I have another Urban Decay lipstick. This one is called Hex. It is one of my favorite Urban Decay lipsticks. This one's like the perfect like wine, deep, vampy red shade. It's so pretty. Definitely keeping this. Next is MAC's Russian Red. This one is my favorite red from MAC. Like Ruby Woo gets a lot of love and that's the one I tend to recommend to people, but Russian Red on me looks amazing. Because I have a little bit more of a yellow undertone to my skin, this just plays well with my skin. Hands down favorite red from MAC, and I will keep that forever until I run out, and then I'll buy another one, as long as I don't get rid of it. Alright, next up here is a Wet n Wild lipstick. This one's so old it doesn't even have a color, and look how nasty that is. It's like lopsided, like what happened to this? Yeah, that's going in the trash. It is old, I don't want it anywhere near my lips, so sayonara. Next is a Besame lipstick. This is from their Love Lucy collection. This is called Love That Redhead, and I recently got this and I fell in love with Besame's lipsticks. This is just so very creamy. And what's really cool about Besame's products is that they do a lot of research into making sure that the colors are true to their inspiration. They worked with Lucille Ball's estate to ensure that the colors they picked were actually the colors that she wore in real life. So this is really the red that she wore on the I Love Lucy show. Cool fun fact. So of course I am absolutely keeping that because it's gorgeous. Right, next up is this lipstick. This one's from Tease Cosmetics. Never heard of them before getting this lipstick. I think this was an Ipsy bag. Eve's Ready to Wear lipstick, and this shade is Romantic Red. It's a very romantic red. It looks just like every other red I have, doesn't it? I don't need this many reds, to be honest. I do want to do some comparisons between the reds that I have, see which formula I like the best, and just kind of go from there. I mean, I love my MAC one here on the very end, but you know, I can't just be exclusive to that one. I gotta try the other ones I have. Gotta give them a fair shot. Just saying. Next is a Smashbox lipstick. This one is called Infrared. This one is another red that I enjoy. It is another kind of blue cherry toned red. It's just a classic red lipstick. It's really nice. It's really pretty. Keeping, as I said, I want to do some more comparisons between some of my red lipsticks to find which formulas I like the best. Alright, next I have this Finding Ferdinand lipstick. I love the component on this. You just push it in and it pops right out like that. I can do this all day, and I won't. This is called Nob Hill Red. I remember I wore this several times. I used to bring it out with me, and then I just found other reds that just kind of captivated my attention. It's kind of a more muted red, but it's lovely. It's one of those reds that you could easily wear in the office if you wanted to. Not that anyone's going to the office, and not that anyone's really wearing red lipstick anymore, but you know, it is one of those red lipsticks that I've been able to wear to the office without feeling like I'm too made up for the workplace. It's just a really pretty, kind of mature, kind of sophisticated, yet not too bold of a red lip. Keeping, of course. Right, now I have this L'Oreal lipstick. This is old, very old. It's called Eva's Caramel. And I'm going to declutter this because it's really hard to get out of the component and it smells really waxy and makeup-y, which is a bummer because I really liked this color. It was the Eva Longoria lipstick. Alright, next is this Oriza, I think that's how you pronounce that. Oriza, is that Greek? Beauty lipstick. This one is called Opus. Oh, I haven't ever used this before. I haven't even swatched it. So let's see how, ooh. That's a unique red in my collection. It's almost like a wine red. That's pretty. I don't know why I haven't used this. I like it. I like the color at the very least. So that needs to go on my lips at some point. Hopefully more than once. In my previous declutter videos, I've talked about this a lot, but I pretty much have every single Katy Kat matte lipstick from the CoverGirl collection. This one here is called Crimson Cat, and it's another red that I've enjoyed using. It's nothing unique compared to the shades that I have. Like, a lot of them are that same kind of blue toned pink. You can tell I have an affinity for blue toned pinks, right? But that one's really pretty. Keeping. Here is another Katy Kat matte. This one is called Maroon Meow. Obviously, it is a maroon shade. It's deeper. has a very purple tone to it, and this one's really pretty. It's not as easy as I thought it would be to swatch on like this tape, but it's helping to keep my arms from being blood red. Keeping. Alright, I have another Wet n Wild lipstick that is really old here. This one got a lot of love from me as well, but I'm not keeping it because I haven't reached for it, and I think that's just too old for me to keep. So goodbye. Alright, I have another L'Oreal lipstick here. This one's called Java Jolt. This one was a favorite for a long time. I'm going to toss this out too because there's some weird little dots on here. It smells really gross, and it's not even going back down in the component. This looks like a science experiment gone wrong, so I'm going to get rid of it. Alright, squish. Yeah, that's gross. Alright, next up I have this Maybelline lip color. This is called Crimson. This one also is old. I'm going to toss that one. That's just a little too old for my liking. I don't know if there's a science experiment on that one because it looks a little rough, so I'll get rid of it. Next, I have a Bare Minerals lipstick. This one's called Live It Up. I like the packaging on this. You just kind of pull this little knob down. It releases and opens. Look at this lipstick. Isn't that pretty? And this one is a beautiful red as well. This is another favorite of mine. I absolutely love their lip products, and I love their foundations too, but their lip products are pretty amazing, and I don't think they get enough attention or credit here on YouTube for that, but I really enjoy that, and I'm keeping it for sure. Alright, I have this Milani lipstick here, and it's called I Am Strong. This one has only been used once, I think. Maybe? Yeah, only once. How lovely is that? I love these deeper kind of vampy shades, so I'm definitely keeping that one. Next I have a CoverGirl lip gloss stick. This is called Hint of Red. It still smells kind of fruity, kind of weird like it used to, but it's old. I'm going to toss this as well. I will probably never ever reach for it otherwise, so I'm going to say goodbye. Alright, now I have this lipstick here. This has seen way better days. Look how disgusting that is, and it's fully discolored. This was such a beautiful metallic, almost metallic kind of ruby red, and it had a little bit more of this kind of blue tone to it. It was so pretty, but it's so old. It's too old. It's called Cranberry Mix from Jordana. I've never been able to find this color again, so this is one of those shades that I held on to with every hope that they would come out with this color again, or they would have some sort of dupe. But alas, that never happened, and it will never ever happen because they're now out of business. So sad panda. Sad, sad panda. Alright, now I have these mini size Trestique lip crayons. This one is called Chili Red. I really like, whoops, hello, get back in there. I really like these. Of course, oh yeah, it's showing up alright. There's something about Trestique's lip pencils that I really enjoy. They're really nice to wear. Then I have Tuscan Wine as well, and this one's a little bit deeper. They're compact enough that I could throw them in my purse or wherever when I'm up to wearing lipsticks again, you know? So these I'm keeping. And then finally, I have these random samples from Avon. I've had these for way too long. I'm going to just toss them because I'm not going to use them. If I haven't used them at this point, I'm not going to. That's it for the lipstick, so let's wipe these down. Alright, so this is what's remaining. There are 18 that I'm keeping. There are 9 full-size products, and then this will be 10 if you want to count that, but I don't. So 9 and 18. I got rid of a third of my collection, so it's not horrible. I have one more section left, and that's the liquid lipstick, so I'll get this cleaned up and we'll move on to that. Alright, we're down to the last bit here, and these are my red liquid lipsticks. Okay, this one's going to be hard for me to get through because I love most of these colors so much, so let's get into it. Okay, right off the bat, I'm already telling you I'm keeping all 3 of these Maybelline Superstay matte inks. These are Heroine, Voyager, and Pioneer. These are hands down my favorite red liquid lipsticks because these are mask proof, they're budge proof. They can stay on for like 2 days in a row without budging. They last through food, unless it's like super oily and you're rubbing your mouth a lot. And I don't have to worry about the colors migrating away from my lips like I do with some other red liquid lipsticks out there. So these are amazing. I'll quickly swatch them for you just because I feel like it. This one's Pioneer. This one is Heroine. Isn't that fun? This one is Voyager. This one, I wore this for a company holiday party a couple years ago. It's like the perfect vampy lip. Oh, I got so many compliments on how that looked on my pale skin. But aren't they beautiful? And they're all unique shades too. Alright, moving on. I have this Dose of Colors lipstick called Campfire. I absolutely love Dose of Colors formula. It's one of my favorites. This is not a red. I don't know why this is in here. I think maybe I assumed it was a red because of the name. But that one I think is going to go in my orange drawer because it's more of an orangey peach tone. But that's really pretty. And of course I am going to keep that. Next up I have this mini Emalyce sample of a color called Own It. I was at Emalyce last year and they were so kind to me and they gave me a ton of little samples. I gave some away already. I love this shade. I do not have the full size. I thought I did, but it turns out I don't. I have another full size product from Emalyce that I'm really excited about. But yeah, this color is beautiful and I was excited to get it as a sampler. So I'm definitely keeping that until it's gone. All right, next up I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Spicy. This one is a very orange, kind of chili pepper kind of red. This one is one that I really like as well because it's very orangey, but it's also very red at the same time. So it doesn't quite fit into my orange drawer. It's another one that I like for the summer months. It reminds me of like fiestas and going to like parties and such. So things that we're not doing right now, right? Next is this Paris Hilton liquid lipstick. There's no name. I've basically just decluttered all of my Paris Hilton liquid lipsticks because look how lackluster that is. It's not very pigmented. It's just not that great. So I'm going to say goodbye to this. Here is another Paris Hilton one. This one's a metallic one. The color itself is really pretty. It's just, again, kind of lackluster. Like, I'm wearing tape on my arm, and even then, like, it's very sheer. It's just not good. It's just not good. I don't really like it. I'm going to go ahead and toss that as well. Oh, and here's one more Paris Hilton color. This one I think was probably my favorite one out of the metallics. This one was okay. It wasn't the best, and it's not the worst I've ever tried either, but it's just kind of okay. And I don't find myself reaching for it, nor will I, so I'm going to toss that out as well. This one is here to stay, and it does not play. Next up is this Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick. This one is called Lady Balls. Yep, that's what it's called, and it's one of my favorite reds as well. I just love how this looks on the lips. It is one of their better lip products. I hope they never get rid of this because it's so pretty. It's a very rich red, and I appreciate it very, very much. So I'm definitely keeping it. All right, I have this NYX Whipped Coralsicle lip color stuff. This is not a red. I don't know why this is here. It's a very peach shade. It has kind of a weird smell, so I'm going to declutter this as well. I don't feel comfortable putting that on my lips. Toss that out. I have this lip paint long-lasting smudge-proof lip color. It's called Hipster. It's a very interesting red. Have I worn this? I don't remember. I think it came with a set. I don't remember if I liked this or not. I need to figure out if I actually like it, so I'm going to keep it and try it out and then go from there. I hate doing that, but I have no choice. I don't feel good about just throwing something away just for the sake of it. Alright, next up is a color called Flame of the Game. That is from Wet n Wild. Let's see, this one's also a very orangey red shade, so let's see how it compares to the other one. Oh, I feel like this one is just a tad bit more orange. It's interesting. It's definitely not a color that most people would probably want to wear. I feel as though more people have a cooler skin tone, and this kind of color would just look really awkward on them. But on people like me with a bit of yellow, this is a nice color. So I'm going to play with this a little bit more and see how I like it, because I don't remember if I liked the catsuit formula. I feel as though that might have been hit or miss, but I need to play with it a bit more to make that determination, so I'm going to keep that. I have a Lime Crime Velveteen lipstick here called Wicked. I remember when these were launched, and at the time it was before Doe Deer came out and did all of her racist crap. But everyone was obsessed with the Velveteen lipsticks and how good they were. They were a big YouTube sensation. So I finally got my hands on some maybe a couple of years ago. It was after Doe Deer stepped away from Lime Crime, so I felt okay about buying them. And I have to say, I really do like that color. I'm definitely keeping that. One other Lime Crime color here is called Fetish. This one's kind of a burgundy shade almost, like purpley burgundy. I don't think this is red. It's definitely not red, so I'm going to move it to the other drawer where my purples are, but I'm definitely keeping that because it's also a lovely kind of mauvey purple shade. Yay for Makeup Geek. I have the Makeup Geek Lip Cream in Tango. I love that she named these creams after different dances, and Tango is definitely what I want to do with this color because it's a coral, but it's also red. It's a very pretty color, and I am keeping it. We're getting close, you guys. We're getting pretty close. Next is this one. This is probably my favorite from KVD Vegan. This one is Vampira. It is a grungy, vampy, burgundy red. It's like blood red. And it's the most beautiful, vampy, gothy kind of red lipstick color that isn't just a blackened red. It is beautiful. I am obviously keeping it. Yeah, no doubt. Alright, moving on. I have another KVD Liquid Lipstick. This one's from the Everlasting Glimmer Veil line. This one is called Dazzle. Now, I said it before that I'm not the biggest fan of metallic lips, but wait till you see this. Oh, that's not popping up very well, is it? You see that sparkle? It is amazingly beautiful. And I've only used this once, and I'm definitely needing to play with it more. And I'm going to keep it. This one's kind of similar. This is from Pinky Rose, and this one is called Esther. This one's a unique shade. It's a deeper red, but it's got some glitter in it as well. But the glitter is not annoying like some can be. The glitter that this particular lipstick reflects is kind of a magenta shade. It is very pretty. But it doesn't translate as annoyingly glittery when you put it on the lips. I like this color. I don't recall if I liked the formula of this because of the glitter. I have to play with it again. I know. Don't shoot me. Don't come for me. I'm already coming for myself, you know? I also have this one from Pinky Rose called Hollywood. This one is not glittery, and this one I do like. This one is very nice. It's kind of a grungy red as well. Alright, keeping, of course. Do I have to tell you that? Yeah, I'm sure I do. Next up, I have this Revlon Glitter Lip Color from their Wonder Woman collection. This is such a fun, unique shade. So like the other one that I just mentioned that has glitter in it, this has a lot of glitter and metallics to it, but it's just kind of unique, and I really enjoy how it looks on the lips. It just looks sparkly because when it dries down, it just has like the silver glitter reflect to it. It's really unique, and the glitter doesn't feel uncomfortable, so I'm keeping that because I do like it. And it's not only silver, but there's a little bit of magenta in there as well, so it doesn't look too odd. Sometimes red and silver don't go together as well as one would hope. Alright, next I have this Dior liquid lip in Poison Metal. I love this one so much because look how vampy that is. And it's also a little metallic, but it's a comfortable metallic, which is very rare for me. I can't ever seem to find a metallic that I love. I love this formula and I love this color. One, because it doesn't make my lips look like a giant butthole. Two, it's comfortable. And three, that color is everything. Keep. I told you, this is just not going so well for me with this one. But it is what it is. At least I've gone through and can confidently say I know it's in my collection. Alright, next I have this Milani Amore Matte. This one's called Madly in Love. It is a beautiful metallic crimson shade. I know, I just talked about metallics. This one I've only tried once. I don't recall really loving it, but I need to try it again. Because, hello, I have terrible memory, especially when I don't use things very often. And I bought this and I loved the color and I wanted to try it, so I need to give it a fair shake. But it is pretty. It's very pretty in the swatch. Look at that shine. Yes. Okay. We're down to the last few. The next one here is a L'Oreal Infallible Lip Cream color. Let's see if I can read this. This is called Shanghai Scarlet. It's a very nice kind of bluer toned red. Comfortable. I like these. They're just really nice. So I'm definitely keeping it. This one here is brand new. It's still in shrink wrap. I have not yet opened it. It is from Jordana. It's from their Black Pearl collection. The color is called Riveting Red. It's another metallic. but because I haven't opened it and I haven't tried a lot of these ones yet, I want to keep it and see how it fares, obviously because it's pretty and I bought it, so I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to keep that. And last, but maybe the least, I don't know. This is old as farts. I don't know why I said farts, but it's old. Remember this? L'Oreal Beyonce Red. This is so old. I wore this almost every day for like a month at one point because I loved it so much. It still smells all right, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta swatch it for you. Such a beautiful red. So this was such a cool concept because it came with a liquid lipstick. This is well before its time, I'll say that. But once it dries down, you could apply this balm to the top. Oh my gosh, this still smells like caramel or whatever that smell was. Oh my gosh, it's still good. No way. That is so bizarre. What I loved about it is that once this dried down, it could get a little sticky, but to prevent it from getting sticky, you would apply this balm and it would just give you this glossy look, but you would kiss your hand, you could kiss anything and it stayed in place. And this is exactly what is missing from the Maybelline ones that I love so much because they're a little sticky and that's the only thing I don't like about them. But if I could like pull this out of here and attach it to my Maybelline ones, then I would have like the hands down holy grail best product ever, never ever gonna part with it kind of liquid lipstick. So anyway, that's how I feel about those and that's just my opinion. And you know what the best part about this is? Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay, that kind of hurt. Even though I shaved my arm and I stuck this on my skin a few times so it wouldn't be so sticky. And the last one. Jiminy Christmas. This hand is still stained and that was just from purples. Could you imagine if I had done my whole arm and my hand with that red? Because look how deeply stained that is. So out of these lipsticks, I'm keeping 22 and I'm decluttering 4. Didn't fare too well with this one either, did I? Alright, so from this session, I decluttered 14 items total, and 15 if you want to count the sample, but I didn't really count that in my numbers. So these are going in the trash, and yeah. Alrighty, I am finally finished with my entire lipstick collection and all of the declutterings. So if you're interested, I have a playlist where you can find all my decluttering videos. So be sure to go check that out if you like this kind of video. I don't know about you, but I always find them to be kind of relaxing. I just throw it on the TV and I just go about my business and just kind of listen, and I take in what people say about the products that they've enjoyed or not enjoyed, and also it's a thanks. I can't talk. I need to go to bed. I'm tired, y'all. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you again for being here and for hanging out with me today. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and take care. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay electric. Mwah. Bye.